If you really think about it, it is love that keeps us alive. Not food, not money. Sure, they help us exist, but love makes us feel alive. And when it comes to unconditional love, nothing beats your family. This episode of our channel is about one person who died in 1996, but is taking care of his family till this day. Before we start this week's true story, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel if you are new here. We publish a new strange but true story each week. 22 years ago, when I was 5 years old, my grandfather, Tony, died. A few details about him were that he smoked really strong tobacco and my mom would always tell him to not smoke in the house. He also loved to tease my mom by moving her wedding photo, which was hung above the fireplace. Anyway, odd things started to happen about a year after he died. We would all smell his tobacco when we woke up in the morning, and when we came downstairs, my mother's wedding photo would be at a different place. Also, whenever his favorite football game was playing, our TV would change channel on its own. We have always believed in spirits. We would come downstairs in the morning and greet our grandfather as if he were alive and sitting at the table. This continued until me and my sisters moved out. My mother moved out soon. All this time we only felt his presence and never actually saw him. Fast forward 22 years and I have a daughter of my own and she is 8 years old. The other evening I was in my bedroom and my daughter was supposed to be asleep. But I heard her talking. I got up to investigate and as I reached her room, I saw her sitting up in bed. She was talking with someone and explaining what were the things she did at school. I asked her who she was speaking to and she said she was speaking to Tony. It took me a couple of seconds to process what she had said. Obviously, I was only 5 when my grandfather passed away, so he clearly never got the chance to meet my daughter. I did not say anything about who she was talking to. I just stroked her head and told her she had school in the morning and to go to sleep. I looked at the end of the bed where she was facing and did not see anyone. I'm not going to lie and say I wasn't disappointed. The next morning I took out a photo of my grandfather. Now, my daughter has never seen a photo of him, as these are all kept in a box on the top of my wardrobe. I did not say anything to my daughter and just left the photo on the kitchen table. She sat down for breakfast and let out a little squeal. She held up the photo of my grandfather and said, "This is Tony. He comes to see me sometimes and asks about the school. He loves it when we talk about books." It is strange, but I am extremely comforted by the fact that my grandfather is still watching over us and even watching over his great-granddaughter too.